Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Going Medieval: Rise of the Dwarves. I know there was an episode yesterday, but I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day. Gotta give a shout out to all the moms that make it happen. I'm so proud of both my mother and my mother-in-law. They're wonderful people. Now, for those of you that aren't in the know, today is Medieval Monday. It is a forum, or blog, I guess you could say, from the creators of the game where they announce new content. A big announcement was that Update 9 is coming. That's right, Update 9 is coming, and 3 big additions will be hitting with Update 9. The first of which being a form of wickered and metal graded flooring. It will allow sunlight and water and temperature and stuff like that to pass through, but it will block things like hail and potentially raiders. So I could see these very much being used for the roofs of maybe like a greenhouse, but then also maybe used in some kind of arrow death trap hallway. You could shoot down, but they can't shoot up. So this should be really interesting. The other thing that they're going to be adding is the concept of wetness. The fact that your settlers could actually get sick from being wet and cold from being out in the elements. The other big thing now also being dirt paths. So now as things get placed in the world, they will remove the grass and the rock around it and leave kind of a dirt footprint. Same as when the settlers walk around. They will naturally leave a dirt path of that which is most traveled. So this should be some very interesting additions to the game. I'm really looking forward to it. Again, I've said in previous episodes that the environmental concepts of this game are excellent. That's one of the biggest things that I love about it, is the fact that so many different aspects actually affect how you do your playthroughs. And obviously they get harder as the difficulty setting gets harder. But I digress. Here we are, the beginning of day 6 of winter. -8 degrees Fahrenheit outside with plenty of snow. It's about to be 06 in the morning. Says we have some research available. Let's go ahead and check that out. Looks like decorative banners and decorative structures too. Right, so nothing really noteworthy right now. The big thing that we're going to go for next now is going to be smelting. Because in order to get the brewing, I believe, is it the brewing or is it the cooking? To do the cooking, that's what it is. You need the 5 ingots. So we're going to get smelting next. And then we'll go for brewing. And it's going to be amazing. We'll be able to make all our own brews, beers, ales. I would think it would be really interesting if you could get more into like also making maybe whiskeys and moonshines. Like that would be really bring out the Ohio River Valley in me. Alright, so as we're getting woken up this morning, getting everybody moving around, let's see what everybody's up to today. We got Tina. She's up there writing away, getting us to plenty and plenty and plenty of research. We got Ozzy Man. Looks like he's hauling some supplies around. Linda cooking, because again, she's our Chef Boyardee. Lily praying to the gods. Old gods, new gods. One god, multiple gods. Take your pick. But she's praying to them. I like to think that she's just putting out all the vibes, trying to get as much help as possible. Looks like Gaia is producing. I'm assuming that's her down there making them bricks. Can never have enough bricks. Especially now that we're going to be starting some expansion. And what else do we got? David mining and digging. I don't see him. Carl's putting up the new beams in the kitchen, so that's good. Oh, there's David. Now, one thing we're going to want to check is let's check that under. Ah, yes, stairs come down now into the hallway that is not quite finished yet, but we'll get there. Settlers are suffering from cold. Who could it be? Gaia and David. Let me guess, the 2 people working outside. Yep, Gaia's working out, producing us bricks, and David's mining outside. So that kind of goes without saying. You work out in the snow, you will get cold. Let's raise the levels up a little bit. Ooh, Tina's intellectual skill is now level 28. So she's getting smarter all the time. Way to represent, Tina. Since she is our MVP of most raids, I like to think that she's studying human anatomy, how best and effectively to kill a man. David's still hacking away. Alright, let's go ahead and just speed this through. Because the best part about being this far along in the game is that most schedules, if you build them incorrectly, they work. So you don't really need to do much. You can kind of just let things play, and the people will do what they need to do. And as you can see here, plenty of weapons and armor. We are very well stocked and stored up. Ooh, Gaia's shield decomposed or was destroyed while she was wearing it. I'm thinking she got a little too aggressive making those brick stones, wrecked her shield. Alright, so now that we've cleared the next row, we need to come in and drop down another set of flooring so we can hack at the next, and so on and so forth. I want to be able to get in at least enough to where we can put in the staircase coming up here as well. And then we can drop down below and start popping in our workshops, because that's going to be the next big thing, is workshops. As well as, well, now that I think of it, I think workshops are going to have to take a back seat, because we really need to get these people moved in. We need to get them out of this dormitory and get them moved in. Settlers are suffering from the cold. Let me guess. Oh, Gaia. I was going to say, let me guess David. But no, it's Gaia. Alright, David hacking away. While he's doing that, I'll go ahead and add the next. And we'll just keep on adding more and more as we go. We got plenty of fires burning in here. That's good. Alright, so I know we don't have... So let's just get 10 smoked meats. We don't have a lot of meat right now, but let's smoke all our meats. They'll last a little bit longer, and I like to think they'll be a little bit tastier as well. Alright, let's check up on research. We're up to 24 now. So for smelting, we need to get to that 30 mark. So we'll still keep an eye on it. Otherwise, I think everything's looking good. You know, every time I come in here, I always look at that bridge. It's something so simple, but for me, personally, I just love the aesthetic of it. With the little rampart type architecture on the edging, little single path. Because I know that once we fill with our traps, that's going to be somewhere where archers can just sit and lay down cover fire. And that looks to be Gaia running to the stockpile. Now she's getting something to eat. Come on, sweet Gaia, get back to bed. Alright, first autosave. So the end of our first episode day. Looks like everybody's asleep. And of course we got Boof. Boof the cow, Carl's pet cow, is still chilling in there with him. And then we got the cat as well, who is Lily's support animal. I'm seeing lots of frowny faces popping up. I'm guessing it's because of the dormitories. Which, like I said, we're going to go ahead and try and solve that as quickly as possible. Yep, we just witnessed Boof eat an entire berry bush. Here we go. So we gotta add some more. So now to get a little bit more temperature control, we bring these up, and we'll go ahead and drop down the doors. So let's drop down some doors. Let me see again where the arch... Okay, so the arches lie here. I want to put them on something that's well supported. So the arches lie here. Okay, this could work. We'll go there and there. And then what we'll do is we'll take the limestone brick wall and we'll just go ahead and fill this in. And we'll do the same thing up top. And then maybe grab some of this for a little aesthetic. There we go. Yes, Carl's going to make it look fantastic. There, we'll have a nice fortified entrance. See? And it just sealed it off and turned that whole hall area now back into a spare room. So it will be nice and temperature controlled. Carl, you magnificent beast, look at you go. And there we are. Another beautiful layer added to the fortress. Ah, and they have finally caught up. So now we must lay foundation. Or lay some pathway. Some brick flooring. Settlers are suffering from cold. Gaia. It is always Gaia. Girl, I tell you, you work outside, you are going to get cold. That kind of goes without saying. I'm curious again. I always like to check. Yep, still a nice 77 degrees inside their dormitory. But we're finally clearing into this upper level. We'll be able to get it nice and open. Be able to clear all this out properly. Autosave caught me off guard there. So we're heading into the end of another day. So let's see here. We're going to want to mine this piece. So we're going to want to go one more up here. Then take it out to there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And my other one, I believe, was 17. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2. I believe that's going to be the whole Great Hall area. But I did have spots where I didn't want mined because I want to keep a nice rock aesthetic on the inside. I think that would be excellent. Maybe try that. Yeah, that should be interesting. Let's see how that goes. Maybe something along these lines. There. We'll try that for now. Kind of liking how that's going to turn out. Alright, so that's going to be a lot of digging on their end. But let's go ahead and speed time up. I think Carl and David can definitely handle it. Because they are, again, the shield bros for life. We're just going to need to keep up on laying down flooring for them. Settlers are suffering from cold. It's Gaia again. Shocker. Alright, here we go. Smelting. Go ahead and unlock that. There they are. Carl and David. The machines. Now, one thing I want to look at as well is some wildlife. See if we've got anything in the area worth hunting. Not really. Lots of wolf and fox. So we're running really low on meat. How are we doing domestically? Let's see. Who is our oldest goat? Phoebe. I think it might be time, ladies and gentlemen, for Phoebe to join the other creatures of the earth in service. Let's go ahead and mark her for slaughter. Animals are hungry. And there is Phoebe. Ooh, settlers are idle. Gaia is idle. Let's go ahead and bump her on our cooking. See if maybe that helps out. Yeah, because we're definitely going to need some... Not enough resources. Oh, we have run out of food for the animals. That is unfortunate. We can't really go scavenging for anything. So I think in this instance, the fact that our animals grew so quickly actually ended up coming around to bite us in the tuchus. Who's idle? Carl is idle. Well, Senor Carl, I have something for you to do. Let's see if we can place the block stones now. Nope. Still requires us to harvest or to build up top. So here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and just do that for now. This says research is available. Nope, nothing we really want now. So now we're going to go for brewing, which means that we need to get our research 2. So we'll have to build that second research table. Alright, that concludes another beautiful day of winter. Looks like the snow has left us, but the freeze has not. Let's go ahead and harvest those up and get some animal feed cooking. So the last thing I want to do is lose our animals. We did get a settler's idol, but not anymore. Interesting. Alright, looks like Shield Bros are at it again. Settler's idol. Ozzy. And he's our intellectual. So let's have Tina prioritize production. Already assigned to Linda. Is someone making animal feed? Not enough resources for meals or animal feed. Okay, so another thing that we're gonna have to do, we're going to have to add hay here. We're going to have to expand the zone. Shrink the zone. Expand the zone. So we put hay here. And I put that hay can go in here. So what we're going to need to do now is the same thing we did before, which is come here to fodder and deny hay. There, and someone will scoop up all the hay and take it out to the animals. It might not be the meal that they want, but at least it's something. There we go. Hopefully our animals won't go hungry. Ooh, and I think the other problem is that this is getting way too big. There. Add lots and lots more space. Hopefully then now they'll tap into their hauling ability and start hauling everything out over there. That's what I would really like to see, is them start clearing out the hallways. Alright, let's bump it up and see how the boys are doing. Boys are doing great as ever. So we're going to have to add one more on each of these to get that last one so we can throw up the stairs. But I'll have to deconstruct those two. This is a little bit of a mess, I know, but don't worry, we will get it. We will figure it out. This is what winging it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. I've said before, I'm no expert with this game, but it's definitely fun, and this is what I love. I love figuring out all these little things. Figuring out, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How are we going to fix this problem? How are we going to fix that problem? Here we go again. There, we'll get Carl in there building some more floor. And I know, looking at this, seeing the sea of yellow, it is a bit ambitious. But I think we can get it done. My hopes now, I know I said I wanted to get it done before winter, but my hopes now is to have it done before winter ends. And I have it sealed off now, so that way it is its own temperature controlled area with everything else. So you can see that in here, it's now only in the 60s versus 10 degrees outside, so it's not too bad. It's still a little chilly, obviously, but once this Great Hall opens up, we're going to put down plenty of braziers and decorations and just all the warmth. And oh no, Maxie the cat has died. Way out here. And is being eaten by wolves. Well, unfortunately, so long, Maxie. You wandered a little too far, died in the wilderness. Alright, now we're approaching the end of winter day 9, heading into winter day 10. Everybody fast asleep in their beds. I think maybe we'll go through one more day before we call this episode, see how much progress we can get done. Now we were able to get some hay transferred out here for the goats, so that's good. They're all a little slightly hungry, but there's hay. Hopefully there's enough to last. Now let's get everybody back to work. I see hungry, 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 and producing food. So Linda's like, chill, 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 you guys. I got this. Let me cook this up real quick. Whip up a little bacon and eggs. Calm down. Maybe some pancakes. Maybe some grits. You know, little biscuits and gravy. You know, some good steel oatmeal. Who knows? Okay, Carl. Oh, I have to bring it up. Okay, there we go. So Carl, prioritize this one. David, prioritize that one. I want you guys mining, yes, but we need to take these ones out so we can put the staircases in. Make lives a little bit easier. Alright, so that's one's out. So then I will come in here with the deconstruct order on these. Perfect. And now we can come in here with these staircases. And there, we'll have the nice little staired area. And like I said, we might as well throw some doors down there as well. Right, just go ahead and door everything off. That way, if in some strange universe, raiders are able to get their way in, everything's just door after door after door for defense. So it'll be nice. Oh, look at that. They are already taking this area out like a boss. Ooh, so that shows me now another thing that we're going to need is we're going to need a wall torch right here. Put it in each of the stairwells. Help get some temperature control in the stairwell as well as light. So people can actually see where they're going. Shocker, I know. You know what? We can get real fancy. Throw some out here as well. Let's go up a level and do the same thing here. Lots of noble light for the outside. Let's see, and then for here, I don't know, maybe throw down some braziers. Braziers. Throw them off to the side here and here. Leave those ones because they won't be the highest of priority. They're just there for aesthetic. But then that way people can get warm while they sit at the doorway. Alright, we are just jamming right on through. It's like the snow is starting to deplete. Research available. Everybody's down for their nightly sleep. And again, not a very eventful day as the last couple days have been in this episode, but that's okay. We're fighting back the cold. We're somehow managing to scrape enough food each and every day. And we're finding the will to complete the fortress. And ultimately, that's all I can ask of these people. Now that I look, let's add some more aesthetic. Right, we have... come on, you. Do that. No one can get there, but let's add it nonetheless. We will remove the middle one, throw down a door, because that seems to be the way we do things. And we will throw up some ramparts to match. There. It'll be just like below. Over here, it's all walled in naturally, so we'll just leave that. But it gives Carl something to do in the meantime. So Carl's construction is now 27. The dude is beast moding. Let's go ahead and keep that construction flurry going. Adding in just ever more flooring. Now this is the ultimate kind of difficulty, and one that I humbly accepted when I took on the challenge of this season of building into the mountain, is that building underground or into the side of the mountain, as we've learned together through these episodes, has been extremely difficult. Because it's not just about finding a nice flat area, finding some resources, and building up. In future seasons, that's what we might do. We might build a mighty fortress smack dab in the middle of a flat area, you know, in some kind of moat. And we'll do it that way. And that'll be a lot faster and a lot more efficient. And that's why a lot of other playthroughs that you watch, they're able to get a whole fortress up extremely quickly, because building is a lot faster when you have the materials than trying to mine out. Especially when you're mining into a solid limestone mountain like we are here. Because it takes more than one kind of mine cycle to remove a single square. And so again, that was a challenge that I humbly accepted, and I knew going into this that we would be kind of delayed. We'd have to take a nice slow pace, because again, we would have to mine out each and every little piece. But I know that in the long run, it will definitely be worth it. And it's also given me that difficulty edge of trying to just get everything to work perfectly, scrape by with the bare minimum as much as possible. Because you want progression. No matter how slow, you still want that progression. And that's ultimately what we're trying to show here, is that the progression is happening regardless of how fast or slow. So let's go ahead and grab another round of flooring to get Carl onto the job. Ooh, a group of animals has arrived. 5 boars. Without question, they are all going to be slaughtered. Let's get these younger females. Ooh, we don't want to domesticate. We want to murder. Yeah, let's just get the 2 lesser females. Because I don't want to risk the retaliation, sending somebody like Tina or Linda out there to hunt, only for them to never come home. That would not be good at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is good a spot as any to go ahead and call it for this episode. I know a lot didn't happen action-wise. There weren't any raids. There wasn't any kind of huge environmental disasters like cold snap or hail or some kind of blizzard or storm. But we did get, as always, plenty of good progress. We got a few research things that we needed to move forward. We got some more aesthetic done around the fortress. Opened up plenty more avenues for the hallway cleanup project, as I like to call it. And we also went ahead and laid the plans to start the expansion of the top level, which is going to be the Great Hall and surrounded by bedrooms. So that's going to be a really nice addition. Below that, you'll have 2 sets of kitchens. One is going to be like the main cooking kitchen. The other one is going to be kind of a brewery with that storage. And then the bottom floor, or the basement if you'd like, that's going to be where all the workshops are, deep down. And I think this is going to be great. This is going to be an excellent push towards the end here. Because once we can get all that established, we can start smelting. Then we can start laying down traps. And then the next raid will be ours. For sure. Not that they haven't already. Because we are, right now, I believe, 3-0? 4-0? Not to jinx it, knocks on wood. But this is going to be quite the finale to the season coming up here in the next couple episodes. So definitely stick around. Plenty of episodes to come. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at Bears and Beans Gaming. I follow all gamers back. I've got merch out now as well, both Star Wars inspired and channel inspired. So that is down in the description as well as in the About section. You can see pictures of that on the Instagram as well. I have a Patreon up, so if you'd like to head over that way and show your support. And as always, guys and gals, I thank you so much. I love you all, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.